Network. How are you doing? Somebody's saying that Costco was a zoo. Well, that makes sense. It is Thanksgiving week. Thank you, Warren, for your recommendation to hire me as your psychic, because I am available. How was your weekend? How are you doing? The weekend went by so fast that I didn't really even get to even barely think about doing a video. So, but Church of Spirituality happens every Sunday. It gets better every week. All right. If you saw my thumbnail picture, if you were waiting for me to come on, I have a picture that says, "Beam me up, Scotty. There's no intelligent life down here." That's one of my favorite quotes. And I found it to post that here as my thumbnail. Because, oh my word, beam me up, Scotty. There is no intelligent life down here. And anybody that's freaking out about anything, I'm going to tell you something. Thank you, Warren, for your glowing endorsement. Write these words down and hang them up somewhere where you can see them. Things aren't as they seem. Nothing right now is what you're seeing. This is the reason. Thank you, Michael. Yes, the Church of Spirituality is getting better every week. This is the reason that I really think that people need to develop their psychic skills. I really do. I've taught classes in this. I could teach another one. I just need some interest. You can train yourself to be more tuned in. You can train yourself to be more astutely aware of things. You'll never be 100% right because there's so many variables in the universe, right? Warren, what is it that you want from me? Why are you being so nice? I'm just kidding. Right? So that's where we are. I spent the afternoon with my dad, just being with him, and so I'm pretty out of the loop in terms of what the heck is going on. But so I asked Kathy Beal. I love you too. I asked Kathy Beal, do you have a question for me for tonight? Kathy Beal, our resident astrologer, we're threatening to do a pop-up, so make sure you hit your notification bell. And make sure that you are subscribed. We will do, Gloria, that's exactly why I'm telling you things aren't the way that they seem. I mean, I really just want everybody to take a deep breath. It's not the same. We're going to start doing this now. Everybody take a deep breath. All right, all together now. Let's do it again. Everybody take a deep breath. Long breath in. Long breath out. Okay? Nothing is as it seems. If you're seeing something on the news, that doesn't mean that it's true. Okay, let's get to the cards, shall we? MSNBC is spinning off, Comcast, which greedy ass Comcast is, I don't know exactly what they're doing, but they're spinning off, and they're, that's the right way to put it, right? Everything's spinning off. Yeah, Christine's usually highly reactive, but you're strangely calm. Okay, so yeah, pay attention to that. So I don't know if MSNBC is not going to exist anymore. I don't know the details. I just heard that Comcast, greedy ass Comcast, who won't let me cut off my service unless I pay $500 to them. I didn't really, I wasn't aware, I never look into it, that Comcast owned these stations. I think it's, they own a bunch of, they own MSNBC, they own NBC, they own, what other channels do they own? Is there a channel called One? Anyway, I got a newsletter because I'm on Midas Touch's email list. That they're tossing around the idea at Midas Touch of Mark Cuban purchasing MSNBC. I'm just telling you what I heard. Can we please stop talking about Jack Smith and cases being dismissed? It's distracting me. I'm not upset about it. I'm just asking, I'm just making that request. Can you please not put in the chat right now anything about cases being dropped? Okay, thank you. I just want to stay focused on certain things, and that I don't want to look at that right now. I don't feel like it's relevant. And that's my psychic impression about that. So there, I just gave you a read on it. Let's just check the pendulum. I think that's a wonderful idea. If Mark Cuban bought MSNBC, he's friends with Midas Touch, which is just getting ginormous now, which goes to tell you how many people are craving the truth. The truth gets hidden. The truth gets hidden from all of you, like my readings get hidden by YouTube. 4 years I'm having this channel, and my number of views doesn't go up. Let's see if that might. Okay, what are the chances? Okay, let me just read you. Rose says USA Network, Bravo, NBC, Universal. Yeah, so Comcast is pretty huge. You know how Comcast is so wealthy? They do things like they charge people $500 if their service isn't working properly, and the customer. Believe me, I'm going to get on the phone with them when I have time. They will not let you out of your contract. They write it in there. It's a $500 disconnect fee. So Comcast, all they have to do is flip a switch, right? That's probably about the what it amounts to. Okay? So I'm talking about Comcast and how much money they have. Gloria, I want to reel you in tonight, just a little bit. I'm reading energy here, and I want people to be on board with positivity. There's not only one way that things go. I'm talking about disconnecting. And I'm not even using it right now. Is Mark Cuban going to buy MSNBC? It's not saying no. I actually think that there's a lot of positive energy going in that direction. There's a lot of positive energy going in that direction. Gloria, all I was talking about was that there's no need for Comcast to charge $500 to disconnect you early from your service. That's all. Bear with me. It's been a long day. I will contact BBB or CUB Citizens Utility Board. Thank you. Let's take a look at some cards. Let me remind you all, in case you forgot, that Trump, like a few days before the election was gonzo, brain dead, crazy. We were watching his behavior. Trump was, just days before the election, I'm just reminding you, this man was making no sense. He was talking about Hannibal Lecter. He was talking about the reason that he meanders in his rally speeches is that he's doing the weave, right? He was simulating oral sex with a man with a microphone. He was referencing Arnold Palmer's junk, the deceased, awesome Arnold Palmer, right? I'm not a golf fan, but, a legend. He swayed, and he just cut off Q&A at his rally, and he just swayed to the music for 39 minutes. Can we kind of reel ourselves back, just rewind at how just gone Trump was? And people are really thinking that he won the election. They're really thinking that. They're really thinking that. So, Suzanne saying there's huge energy shifts, and then you retracted your message. It's okay to say that. I'm going to pull a few cards. Getting away from the nefarious cards lately because of all the negativity out there. I cannot believe that people are believing that he won. I'll just say it. Thomas is off to the races with the dad jokes. I'll read a couple. First, I'm going to pull 3 cards about Trump. And what's interesting is as soon as I say Trump, I Elon. I get like they're like, it's not Trump. I really just feel like Elon has, remember the old-fashioned whiteout that, the old-fashioned typewriters and you'd get whiteout? Remember those? I feel like Elon is kind of smudging out Trump. It's unbelievable. I'm going to pull 3 cards about Trump because he was gone. He was Trump was acting certifiably insane. Yeah. Like I've never seen. Oh, I missed the Vicks Vapor Rub joke. It's okay. I hate to say it, but I live in Pennsylvania, and actually no more people, no K-N-O-W, you mean? More people that voted for Trump than Harris, and it makes you sick, but it's possible that he truly won the state. Do you mean, actually, is K-N-O-W. Did you hear about the dentist who wanted to better understand how the world works? He became a philosopher. When was the last time we saw 45? I know. This is how he is, the 6 of Swords. Don't you think for one damn second, excuse my French, damn's okay, the Jan 6 thing hasn't gone away. It hasn't. It just hasn't. That's what I'm going to tell you. And Trump didn't win Pennsylvania. And Trump didn't win. Trump did not sweep all the swing states. And if I achieve anything tonight, this is besides all the love that we generate, even when I get snarky. If I achieve anything tonight in this live stream, this is what I want to achieve tonight, in addition to all the other great stuff. I want to get you all to start questioning. Okay, Kelly, I'm just messing with you. I want to get you all to start questioning. Because the reason that we are, one of the huge reasons that we are where we are, this is my opinion, is because people don't, in general, get more curious. Yes, question everything. That's from the X-Files. People don't, I mean, and this is what I think about all the time about MAGA. I think about this all the time about MAGA. Oh, RFK Jr. said 5G causes, I don't know, what did he say 5G causes? RFK Jr. 5G causes this and that, and like with no basis. And the reason that people are, yeah, well, Electrostorm, you don't have to question people to their face. I'm asking us to ask questions. No, it wasn't. It was even goofier than that. It was even goofier than, just Google what RFK said that 5G does to the human body. The Bill Gates chip and all that, right? Remember when COVID came out and the vaccines came out, and there were people that I couldn't even believe were saying such things. They were saying that that when you got the vaccine, that they also put a chip under your skin so they could control you. Did people ask? Oh, he said drinking water makes you gay. Did anyone ask about, like, does that even make any sense? Anyway, meanwhile, that poor starving brainworm, though. Thank you to those of you who subscribed to my Substack. I've been writing like crazy. Go to Annette Dion on Substack. I do have to tweak some things on my Substack, but it's there. And I'll show it to you before I come off, before I end the live stream. Okay. What Trump is going through right now. 6 of Swords, this has to do, January 6th, whatever went on in that investigation. And by the way, whatever happened in the Mueller investigation, it didn't just disintegrate into thin air. Because things don't just disintegrate into thin air. You'll take a lobster? Things don't just disintegrate into thin air. There were hours, millions of hours put into these investigations. There was Russia. Is Trump tweeting lately? I don't know. I really did swear off the news, and I don't watch anything unless I like what the Chiron says on YouTube. Yeah. I need a joke. I own a belt made entirely of $100 bills. It's a waste of money. Thank you for sharing my Substack. Sorry I'm taking forever to answer this question. This is about Trump. 7 of Swords is he's continuing to steal. Trump is in this kind of a downward spiral in terms of money. He's in a downward spiral in terms of money. I feel like people are stealing from Trump, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but we can get into it. Hey, Amanda. The Queen of Wands. This reminds me of Russia. This feels like Russia. My dad's still with us. A week ago we thought we were losing him. So we'll see how. Thanks for asking. He's not happy. Anyway. Yeah, my family's going through a lot right now. A lot. Anyway. How Trump is doing. I remember Kathy Beale saying it's like an Iron Maiden. Just Google Iron Maiden if you don't know what that is. It's like a torture implement. And I've really picked up on Trump. I mentioned it last week. It's like that old story of making a deal with the devil, that you sell your soul to the devil, and then the devil gives you everything that you want, and then it's like the devil comes to collect, right? Thank you, Shockwave. I appreciate that. So the devil comes to collect, right? When after the person's enjoyed all this, remember the devil went down to Georgia? I love that song. I heard that song when it first came out, live. Charlie Daniels. So the devil, he sold his soul to the devil. Trump did. The devil's come to collect, and the devil is Putin. And so no matter how much Trump grifts, it's not enough. Don't you love that song, Devil Went Down to Georgia? Yeah. I saw the Charlie Daniels band. Gosh, I was so young. Probably shouldn't have been there. But I remember Charlie Daniels saying, I just wrote the song called The Devil Went Down to Georgia. Trump sold his soul to the devil. And I feel like he's scrambling, and I feel like he's in a vice grip, and I feel like he really doesn't know where to turn. And that's why I pick up that Elon is... It's almost like he's bulldozing Trump. He's selling guitars. Yeah, Trump is selling guitars with his name on it. He's selling everything. Remember when he was selling like patches of his clothes? He looks like he has no energy. When have you seen him? I mean, I'm not really watching the news, but I'm not noticing... I'm not noticing Trump's picture anywhere, and, you know, those guitars are a joke. And, you know, did anyone get their golden sneakers? And did anyone get all the other things that Trump is selling? And I hate to tell you this, but I have to show you. I forget what I was looking for on eBay, and you may have seen that I posted this, but it's just... Have you seen these? It doesn't end. Don't you want a Christmas tree? A golden Christmas tree with little figurines of Trump ornaments all over it. This is what he's doing. And guess where they're made? No, really. Do you want these on your tree? Donald was looking down and Elon looked like he was the boss. That's exactly what I'm picking up on. How freaking icky and tacky. And whenever Trump had a rally, it looked like you were on QVC. Unbelievable. Betty, I'm totally... I can't believe this is the United States of America. None of us can. I know you can't unsee that, but I had to just share it with you because I was just... The electric guitars he's selling, I don't think people are going to get them. Just like that tree is blasphemy, yeah. His whole life is blasphemy. Just like, okay, did anyone get their golden sneakers that they ordered from Trump? Not really. You're surprised he didn't sell condoms? I wouldn't put it past him. He's assembling a rogues gallery. We're going to get into that. Do they have Trump voodoo dolls? You could certainly make one. Dad joke. Where is the capital of the United States in the offshore bank accounts of the 1%? Is that a joke? That's kind of true. Gibson Guitars has put a cease and desist out on that guitar thing. Does it have Gibson's name on it? Are people going to get their guitars? No. No. Yeah, how about the Trump ornaments? Made in China. I almost fell off my chair. It's a Gibson. Yeah, anyway, that's insane. They don't make condoms that small. But, I have a Trump toilet brush. One of my viewers, Jen, I believe it was, sent me a Trump toilet brush. It gives me great pleasure to use it. I'm going to pull 3 cards about... What is going on tonight? I'm all over the place. Mercury just went retrograde. Mercury went retrograde just this afternoon. That makes sense. The kind of day that I had. This moon is in Libra, and the sun is in Sagittarius. Oh, Group Hockey, thank you for reminding me. I totally forgot. No worries, Warren. You don't have to remind me. I'm going to pull 3 cards, and then we'll do a group hug. I'm going to pull 3 cards about the Biden administration currently, and I'm going to ask if they're working on something. Thank you for all of you for showing up tonight. Please hit the thumbs up. When we have the thumbs up at 200, I'm going to do a group hug. Yes, Warren, I appreciate it. It's up to me. Leave it up to me. It's all my responsibility to know when it's time for a group hug. You feel like sticking pins in something? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if I saw Trump voodoo dolls on like Etsy or something. And do we have a troll? Somebody's saying we have a troll. Hang on a second. Okay. Making toilets clean again. Is that what your toilet brush says? I'm asking about the Biden administration. And what I have is the 7 of Wands. They're working on stuff, everybody. They're working on stuff. Check Etsy. And you know, and if you sew, why don't you... Does anybody here sew? I know that Judy, who made clothes for Elliot and Judy, are Democracy Elves. She sews. If you sew, why don't you make Trump voodoo dolls and sell them on Etsy? Do it! I'll buy one. Look at how many people in the chat, if you made Trump voodoo dolls, would buy one. Just put them on Etsy. I'm serious. 7 of Wands does keep coming up. I think before I had the 7 of Swords. I had the 7 of Swords before. This is a 7 of Wands, okay? So I'm asking about the Biden administration. There is a lot going on. This is why I want you all to just... When you hear any stories or news, just go, that might not be true. That might not be true. Paul, don't give me a hard time. Queen of Pentacles. I reserve the right to be all over the place. Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. This is about... the Biden administration. There's a Kamala grassroots call tomorrow. I didn't hear about that. The Biden administration is working on a lot behind the scenes and also appointing democracy-friendly judges. All right? Yogi Bear just got beamed down from Uranus. Now, someone else mentioned a Kamala Walls call tomorrow. Let us know more if you know more. Please do. And thank you for all of you for having a little bit more patience with me tonight. I appreciate it. In advance. When we have 200 thumbs up, we're going to do a group hug. A Donald Dammit doll would work too. Yeah. I forget what those look like. Christine saying the cases were dismissed without prejudice, which means they can be re-upped later. No, I didn't have a bad day. I spent the day with my dad. It's not easy. I didn't have a bad day. I never have a bad day. I'm always good. Sometimes there's more tension than others, which means they can be refiled at a later date, the cases. Just so you know. Okay. Every day is a good day. It's just some days we have more aggravation than others, that's all. A lot of women say their husbands never listen to them. I'm proud to say I've never heard my wife say something like that. But bum. Except when you're bad, then you're better. Yogi said, I make bad look good. I like that. I'm bad. 3 cards about, I want to pull cards on the MAGAs, but I really need the nefarious cards for that. Let's do that. If you have any information about that call, the people are mentioning, the Harris Waltz call, yes, go ahead and post a link to it. Definitely. We get to see Jack's report this time. I don't know, I haven't heard too much about that. Let me just, I'm flying blind a little bit because I'm not keeping up on the news. And I'm curious to know what's happened to MSNBC's numbers and CNN's numbers. Biden should make Jack Smith a federal judge. Well, Jack Smith would need to want to be a federal judge. There's that little detail, right? I'm going to pull 3 cards about the MAGAs in our Congress. 9 more people hit the thumbs up when we do a group hug. CNN and MSNBC are both down. Yeah, I think they're probably way down. I think people, you know, I always tell you, we're all psychic. Just reading the dad joke. We all sense that they were lying to us. When everything fell out with this election, we all knew. That's when we already knew it. Read my Substack. I did write about that in the last one, and I'll show you what it looks like. I'm pulling 3 cards on MAGA. Smith likes prosecuting criminals too much, right? The MAGAs in Congress. Joan of Arc is coming for the MAGAs in Congress. My heroine. The Wheel of Fortune is coming for the MAGAs in Congress. Yeah, Mika and Joe's ridiculous visit to the Orange Menace has really hurt them. Well, here's the thing. What I get about MAGA is, okay, this is the energy of the people. This is the energy of the commoners. I'm looking at MAGA. There's going to be a change of fortune in there in the strength of MAGA. And I know it doesn't look like that at the current time. We're going to do a group hug. We're past 200. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up. Past 200 thumbs up. Reclaim your joy. It's really important. Yeah, okay. The Wheels of Fortune character looks like Jack Smith. He does. He has that same look, right? So the MAGAs in Congress, this is the Joan of Arc card. And this is the people that seem, you know that saying, I think it might be from the Bible. It's in that song, The Times They Are Changing. The first one now will later be last, right? The last will be first. I Want My Joy Back, Lucinda Williams, yeah. She's great. I love her. So this, what if Harris and Jack Smith team up? You know, I've always felt there's a whole lot of investigations going on that we will not see. The first ones now will later be last because the times they are a-changing. And you know what, when I tap into Trump and all like the MAGAs and everything, it's like I know they look like they're winning, but they are weak. When you get deported, do you take your bills with you, or let's do a group hug, shall we? Let's do a group hug that the American people start talking loud, start not taking any more crap. Okay? Let's do that. And also in our group hug. So the American people we're just not, Pluto went into Aquarius. We're not going to take any more crap. We're going to bring that energy up, and we're also going to just hold the space for everybody who's struggling emotionally. All right, 1, 2, 3. Big group hug. People in America are fed up and they don't shut up about it. The bums have to go. And we're effective. And anybody who's struggling, give them a big hug. All right. Very good, everybody. Very good. By the way, my schedule is pretty open if you want to book a reading. The other day I thought this, and I'm just joking. Driving down the road and I'm like, I don't understand why people, hardly anyone's booking a reading. I don't understand. I'm even offering a new client special. And my guide said this to me, because my guides are hilarious. They said, why buy the cow when you get the milk for free? Please book a reading. Don't you want a reading? The new client special is $60 for a short reading. And I also read tea leaves. And I also am a phenomenal life coach. There's an angel on my shoulder. Michael's going to book a reading next week. All right. 3 cards about Elon. I'm going to ask this. Is Elon going to be reined in? If you can't afford a reading, please don't put up there that you can't afford a reading. Nobody's asking you to publicize hardship. We want to send you prosperous energy. If you want to put in the chat, I need prayers for more prosperity, that's fine. Thank you, Michael. I don't want you to disempower yourself. That's all. That's strictly about you. I don't want you to disempower yourself. Nobody's trying to extort money from you to get a reading. And if you wonder why I'm so frank and upfront and in people's faces, I'm a Sagittarius and it's really hard for me to help it. That's all. That's my disclaimer. I'm going to pull 3 cards about Elon. And the love that I have for all of you cannot be measured. Because it's limitless. Even a mother who loves her children profusely gets aggravated. Elon. You know, it's funny, for a split second I was like, what am I asking about? For a split second. And then I looked at the cards and I went, oh, I know. Because, yeah. Elon is going to be hemmed in because he's the devil. Oh, Michael's asking if I have any CDs of my album that came out in 2012. You can only buy it online right now. I don't think I have any CDs. I'll look into it. I didn't think people use CDs anymore. Yes, tough love, right? This is Elon. I'm asking about Elon. There's the devil. There's Elon being reined in. There are some people that aren't very nice that are in other countries that Elon, I don't know if he's just in a bubble or sheltered, but you don't mess, it's like international mafia energy. And they don't mess around. And Elon, there are some people like that have their sights set on Elon. You have a CD player in your car? I miss having a CD player in my car. Michael, I'll look into it for sure. And every time I read on Elon, he's just like a bull in a china shop. He's just bulldozing through. Yeah, he broke the Logan several times. That's enough. Interesting. Wow. Oh, thank you for the compliment. Russian mob. Let me ask that. I do feel mob energy after Elon. I feel that very strongly. Very, very strongly. Okay, I'll look into whether I can get more CDs made of. That's an awesome record. Just I know I'm all over the place, but let me just pause to tell you about that record. That record that came out in 2011, 2012. It's called I Feel You. My record has people playing on it that nobody gets to have on their records. I just, it was a stroke of luck. Okay, we're asking about Elon. Is a Russian mafia coming after Elon? It's not Russia. Elon can do too many favors for Putin, and can you say rigged election? Is it Iran? Is it China? I'm trying to figure out where this international mob. Is there a mob type energy after Elon Musk? Yes. Yes. I got this pendulum from a company called Project Yourself. I'll see if I can come up with some CDs, definitely. In the meantime, if you want to check out my music, it's at AnnetteDionMusic.com. Very simple website. Africa, you think? Okay. Are there people that are wanting to off Elon? Is it not Africa? Okay. Not well. It's not. I'm not getting a complete no. Netanyahu will get arrested. He's been subpoenaed, I believe. There's a warrant out for his arrest, and years ago I saw before any of the attacks happened in the Middle East. I got that Netanyahu would be arrested. Michael, I don't know what you're talking about. Hang on. Okay, okay. We're kind of fishing around here to see, because I really. How many pendulums do I have now? These are all old. Maybe 10. Where's the pressure coming for Elon? Is it coming from the Middle East? That's getting closer. Yes, I'm getting Middle East. I don't know why you'd say Australia. There's the question I'm asking, because I'm seeing people that really are out to get Elon on the international world, on the world stage. And why do cows have hooves instead of? If you're new here, bear with us. We're all over the place. Why do cows have hooves instead of feet? Because they lactose. They lactose. See? If you're new, it's kind of impossible to keep up. You kind of have to train yourself. I'm getting the Middle East. I'm getting interesting. Okay, just since we're going down that road. Is it the Crown Prince? No. The guides are saying he's too useful to the Crown Prince. Is Elon in trouble with the Taliban? It's that's kind of, I'm getting international terrorist organizations. I really don't know why. I just tells it like I sees it. It doesn't always make sense to me. After a while, it starts to make sense. It's a pack of camels. Oh me, oh my. So, I am going to read on the MSNBC, the Comcast thing. I was talking about it, but I didn't really read on it. So, let's do this. Oh, by the way, the end of the week is, December 1st is the new moon in Sagittarius. There's a lot going down in the next couple of weeks in terms of the world stage. How do you spell apartheid? I think it's APPARTHEID. I'm not sure about the double P's. All right, I'm going to try not to read everything that you're saying so as to have a little bit more direction. Oh, there's only one P. Okay. Why is Trump so quiet? Let's choose 3 cards about that. Well, and I don't even really have to look at the cards, but we will. But Trump is so quiet because he's not making any sense because he has dementia. Three cards about that. Luann's giving you all hugs. 3 cards about that. We're asking where Trump has been. They're hiding him. They're hiding him. Rose just said it. His handlers are keeping him quiet. They're hiding him. I think he had a health episode last week. I think it was a stroke. And I told you all it was stress related. Well, Cocaine Don Jr. got busted eventually. Yeah, and the 7 of Wands keeps coming up around Trump. There's a lot of irons in the fire. Hello. Thank you for your beautiful message. Blessing us all. He has bad dementia. He does. I mean, I just told you all I spent the afternoon with my dad. It's like, it's hard. Still with us though. As far as Trump goes, why we haven't seen him? The Knight of Swords? Yeah. I think everybody needs to take a deep breath when it comes to thinking that they're getting away with everything. In a prison of his own making, yes. So the High Priestess, they're hiding him from us. They're hiding Trump. And the 7 of Wands, there's so many things. It's like whack-a-mole. So many things that they're trying to keep from the public. Yeah. And they have to unhide Trump eventually. Well, he's not going to be the president. You just heard it right here. He's incapacitated. This has been, he's barely with us both mentally and physically, which is another reason. Just reality check. Everybody, let's just take the wool off of our eyes and just reality check. He shows no signs of being cognitively there, right? They're hiding ground to Mother Earth. They're hiding J.D. Vance too. I think we talked about that last week. And what I got we'll read about that now. What I got about JD again, because we have not seen them. And our government needs real leadership, that's for sure. And I meant to start with something to that effect. Nobody's looking for JD Vance. Yeah. What they're attempting to do is they're attempting to do a complete shutdown of the media. They're attempting to. Okay. I'm going to choose 3 cards about JD. Where is JD? It's like we used to say all the time. Where's Melania? Thank you, Sharon, for putting my information up. Donations go a long way. They pay my bills. It's awesome. Some of you are really wicked, wicked awesome. Some of you are so generous. Every little bit helps. JD. Believe it or not, you might believe it or you might not, but the reason that they're hiding JD is because he's a freaking idiot. He's an idiot. Is Kamala still on vacation in Hawaii? I don't know. And the 7 of Pentacles, this is JD, yeah. You know, there comes a time when when the truth is just too glaringly, blazingly obvious. They're unfit. They're unfit. None of these people are fit. Right? And I'm not talking about physical fitness, but that's true too. I don't think JD works out. Thank you, Michael. So they're hiding JD too. They're hiding them both. I don't get it. How can they hide them when they're supposed to be because of the election? Remember, air quotes, people don't do that much anymore. Oh my goodness. If you're a member, thank you for being a member. I'm going to get back to sending you daily affirmations next month. We're going to read tea leaves in a moment. And promise me you're not going to believe everything that you see on the news. You're not going to believe what you read, what you hear. Check with me first. Sometimes people do that. Sometimes, like Paula here did that. Sometimes people do that. Sometimes people do readings on their own about political issues, and then they send me an email and they just want to know if I got that too. Thank you for your donations. Thank you, thank you. Let's read on, well, first off, I think I want to pull a Forrest Fay card. The CEO of ExxonMobil asked me what I thought of the oil fountain they have at headquarters. I told him that's crude. So I haven't even mentioned it's Thanksgiving week. I'm not worried about Kamala Harris not asking for recounts. There are bigger things going on here. Big, 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 big. Sharon's wishing all we Sages a happy birthday. Thank you, Michael. Let's pull a Faye card. President Harris sounds good, yes. You know what I like to tell people, and I've mentioned this before, in the realm of possibilities in the universe, the possibility that what you desire to happen exists. Create your this is exactly what I'm about to say. Create your story. It is the most potent form of magic. I feel like you're doing a mic drop right now. That's exactly the message that I've been directed to give to you. Create your story. It is the most potent form of magic. So everybody here right now, I want you all to... You guys are funny tonight. You guys are all to promise me that you're going to hold in your heart this freaking circus stopping. We are magic. We are magic. And I think the next Substack that I write is going to have something to do with what we're choosing to have happen here. What did the octogenarian pirate say? Aye, matey. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's read some tea leaves, shall we? The tea leaf readings are available. If you want a tea leaf reading, they're available on my website. I have some offerings that are not like full on, 50-minute readings. So check it out. PsychicConnection.com. We're moving forward, that's for sure. You want the madness to stop. Yeah, well, it's kind of interesting. Thank you, Dancing Warrior. It's kind of interesting, though, isn't it? It's like some kind of crazy movie. I know it's dangerous and we hate it and we want normalcy back. But let me tell you something. The law of contrast says that when yeah, I know you meant Medea. Yogi Bear. I love Medea. Medea cracks me up. The law of contrast says, when you have something that you intensely, intensely, intensely don't want, really hear me out here. When you have something that you very, very intensely do not want, it brings up an emotional energy, a highly, highly charged emotional energy. And since we're all energy, we can use that. We can use that energy. And I kind of feel like, and this is a part I wanted to get to tonight, so we'll just do it like this. Because I've been asking the universe, why are these people so grossly unqualified? And I mean like over the freaking top unqualified. I mean like somebody who's 12 years old would be more qualified than somebody like an RFK. And Dr. Oz, and Vivek, and Elon, and Marjorie, and it's just like the creme de la creme in the most negative way. It's like a parody. It's just pathos, right? It's just nobody can agree with that, right? And that energy is going to catapult this into a new direction. It's going to hit a tipping point. The world is upside down. The world is very upside down right now. But we're here for it. We're here for it. We're dug in. And I really don't believe that the universe is going to let these people kill us all, because they would. Okay? Yeah, no one can look at those pics and think, yes, a leader. What I think when I look at them is like, I've never seen such a horrible person in my entire life. Right? Okay. I see a palm tree. People are asking about Kamala. And there's a palm tree right here in the star. Kamala went away, got a little R&R, but don't think for a second, I didn't even know she went to Hawaii, don't think for a second that she wasn't working while she was there. So there was a lot accomplished on her little vacation. There are messages being passed back and forth between Kamala. There's some strong conversation going on. Yeah, she's definitely working. There's a cybersecurity unit in Hawaii too. Yeah, she's working. It looks like, she's going to Hawaii to vacation. That's not what I get. That's not, and I think somebody said she's back. And there's a little man there kind of hunched over. I feel like this is people working really hard for Kamala. And then that looks like a person. That looks like a fish. Let me see if I can decipher this. This is like people really doggedly doing a lot of work. Really, and that there's an image that looks like a dog there. And that there's a lot of people on the bottom of the cup that are looking like they're all looking at it from different angles. They're all looking at what happened from different angles. And then here's Mercury, and there's a holding the stick. Like, I just want to say, like, Mercury retrograde right now. This is the energy I'm picking up on right now. Yeah, she's not chilling out. There are a lot of people in different areas of our government that are working really hard on these investigations, and it's from all angles. It's from all angles. And plus Hawaii, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, actually, Christina's saying Hawaii would be perfect meeting place with world leaders. Yeah, that's why I'm getting there are people from all angles, all over the place, working with Kamala right now. Remember, she's still the vice president. And then I'm getting that she's got a lot of information right now. Remember, she's a prosecutor. She has a lot of information about Netanyahu right now. And then there's a shark. Interesting. What's going on with Netanyahu is going to have an unraveling effect. Yeah. I haven't used the tea leaves since the election. The tea leaves are kind of whimsical, so I thought I'd pull them back out. Yeah. That's so fascinating how I'm picking up with the tea leaves. All these different people. And I mean like from everywhere. Let's end with a dad joke. My neighbor told me my dog was chasing people on bikes. I said, that's weird. My dog doesn't even own a bike. Okay. I think it's a wrap. I want you all to be optimistic, and I want you all to be thinking about the outcome that you want for our country. Okay? Yeah, good tea leaves tonight, right? I'll be here on Wednesday, as usual. And also on Friday, as usual, 7 p.m. Eastern. I want to just tell you before you go, please book a reading, psychicannetdion.com. Please watch Church of Spirituality. I want to tell you all right now. I mean, if I did everything that I do for money, I mean, it would just be like, well, that's stupid. But Church of Spirituality is there to help, to teach you. So please check it out, okay? Keep up the good fight. Keep up the good vibes. But watch Church of Spirituality. And it's going to be 4 years, December 6th. So this Sunday I'm going to have a little cake to celebrate 4 years. But there's some really good stuff in there. Thank you. You're so sweet. Really good stuff in there. And what else do I have for you? Thanksgiving Day morning I'm having a Church of Spirituality service at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Our time together has come to an end, but I'll be back. I'll do my best to get some videos in, sporadically, 11 a.m. little check-ins. All right. I love you all. There's always more, but that's why we come back together again. Namaste. See you soon. Good night.